Toyota has trademarked 4 new battery electric vehicles. However, Toyota's reworking its battery electric vision, trying to figure out if they're going to completely ditch the eTNGA platform for something more affordable, more streamlined, more profitable, learning a lot from Tesla's manufacturing system. Now, Toyota wants to have over 3 million battery electric vehicles on the road by 2030. If we look at Toyota Europe's newsroom, the BZ Compact SUV, which I did a walk around before the LA Auto Show. Make sure to check out that walk around of this beautiful, cool little concept. The BZ Compact SUV concept is just one of 6 BZs. It's so hard to get that out. One of 6 BZ battery electric vehicles developed on the eTNGA platform and which will be available in Europe. And that will be happening in Europe by 2026. So let's head to the rumor mill and back to BZ forums where they introduce 4 new trademarks for BZ models. Here's Akio Toyota. More than a year ago at this point when they showed this, it's been pretty quiet since. Talking about their battery electric vision, like I said, because it's still in flux, they're not sure which route to go. Do they continue to develop the eTNGA platform, which has its extreme limitations since it's based off of the TNGA platform? This is a modification of essentially what they build all their vehicles out of. Or do they scrap it and go to something that is just completely dedicated to battery electric vehicles? That's what they need to do, in my opinion. And they don't need to have the variety that Toyota is offering, but Toyota is known for offering variety. The question is, can you offer this sort of variety while still making a massive profit? Time will tell. So let's talk about these trademarks. Toyota's filed for the naming rights of 4 new BZ models. Now, this is coming from trademark applications out of Japan. And we have the BZ1C, the BZ2C, BZ3C, and BZ4C. We have BZ1 through 5 trademarked. We also have BZ1 through 5X trademarked. We only have 2 BZ models on the global market. We have the BZ4X, which was the first, the BZ3 sedans available in China, and the BZ3 doesn't have anything after its name. It's not BZ3S or BZ3C. So if we go to the naming of what Toyota has envisioned here, Camry, RAV4, Corolla, etc., has no place in the future, possibly. I don't know. But BZ is the Beyond Zero lineup of fully battery electric vehicles. 4 is the vehicle size, and X is the vehicle shape. So X designates crossover like the BZ4X. The BZ3 doesn't have anything after that, and that's a sedan. So maybe for sedans, it's just empty. Does C mean coupe? Well, if we look at the Lexus lineup, C absolutely means coupe, the RC, the LC. So that's what I'm thinking at this point in time. There could be coupes of their fully battery electric vehicles. But don't get excited for this because this is not going to happen anytime soon. And they're just trademarking possibilities in the future so no one else snaps them up. In my opinion, the BZ3 should have been called the BZ3S for sedan. And all the BZC models, to me, signifies coupe. Could it mean car as a replacement for the word sedan? So BZ3C, when it comes to America, could it just be the same BZ3 that is available in China? I guess that's always a possibility. This vehicle, BZ4X on the market. This is the BZ3 on the market. This is just the BZ Compact SUV, which is probably going to be the BZ3X. And then this would be the BZ5X, the 3-row. And this would be like the BZ1X, kind of built off the Toyota Aygo sort of size over there in Europe. There's also talks about a Lexus version of the Toyota Aygo coming, so we'll see about that. But of course, that would be for Japan and Europe, or maybe even just Europe at that point. But we have other news to talk about. All BZCU down below about what your thoughts are on those trademarks. And Tesla captures US luxury crown. I had a video talking about whether Tesla is even a luxury brand. I don't think that they are, but I also made a lot of claims so you could support the other side. So just because I don't think they're a luxury brand, I see that there are some value in you claiming that they are a luxury brand. If you're catching my drift, they do a lot of things that are luxury like and a lot of things that are not. But definitely watch that video. So what is going on the luxury crown for the United States market? Well, let's just zoom in here. Tesla sold nearly 500,000 units. It's the first time in like multiple decades that an American luxury brand has been at the top. BMW had a great year, over 330,000 units. Mercedes-Benz had a late surge and passed Lexus. Cadillac actually had a great year of growth. Acura, well, we know what happened to Acura. Acura is down about over 30% for 2022. And Volvo was down even more, I think, than a Lexus. Can Lexus make the comeback? Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit. I think they will, but it's not looking great, because if we go to a Lexus Enthusiast, they are sharing some information coming out of Europe. In the United Kingdom, Lexus was down 31%. So why is it struggling so much? Well, it comes due to battery packs. Essentially, the hybrids and plug-in hybrids are very hard to get in North America, which means they're going to be harder to get probably in Europe, but Lexus is prioritizing those plug-in hybrids and hybrids for Europe over the North American market because of the restrictions and mandates over there for electrification. Sales at the end of November in the UK reached 9,000 units. Their best full year was 15,000 units. So maybe they got to 10,000 units after December, but that's about 50% down compared to where it was in 2019. For the rest of Europe, though, Lexus sold over 30,000 units at the end of October. So after December, even though we don't have December numbers, it's probably around 36,000 units, which is still down 27% compared to last year in Europe. Now, I updated you guys on what's coming for the RC and RCF, but that was when we got the information coming from the Japanese market. Now, they're giving the RC the same sort of two-tone treatment, incognito paint situation that we saw on the Lexus IS for 2023. So it's just a black hood, kind of like a two-tone paint color sort of thing. Really not a whole lot is updated. Still has the touchpad, still has the outdated software. They have brought the screen closer, so it's a touch screen. At least you have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The wheels have been upgraded. These look like the IS 500 wheels, just with a different finish to them. The Enkei wheels, they look really, really cool. But just wanted, I'll put this in the description below if you want to read more about the RC. The car is getting pretty long in the tooth at this point. It will be more than likely canceled around 2025 as Lexus brings in the LFR, which is kind of a replacement for the LC as well as the RC and the LFA. There's just not a whole lot of market for coupes. So Lexus doing one coupe kind of to fit all the niches in the coupe market makes a lot of sense, from the racing end to the high performance end to the affordable end. That all could be happening with the LFR. Also, more Lexus news. Yes, we have a ton of Lexus news today. Over at Creative Trends, their Japanese scoop site, they have information about the pricing of the Lexus RZ for China. Go figure that China gets the information first, as that is a much higher priority for electrification than here in the United States. And I will be driving the RZ at the end of February, I believe it is. So definitely stay tuned. I can't wait to share my impressions with the RZ, especially the steering yoke, or the steering yoke. Can't wait to share what that's like to drive with the steering by wire situation. So the RZ starts at 375 yuan, which translates to about $55,000. And I think that's about right. I can't imagine Lexus getting away with charging well over $60,000 for this, but time will tell. Again, this doesn't mean it's going to cost $55,000 in the American market. It's not that much superior to the BZ4X. The BZ4X can get up to about $50,000, maybe a little bit over. I hope this vehicle is available in America for under $60,000, because it's like a BZ4X, recladded, higher build quality, better materials. I mean, it sounds like almost every Lexus at this point, but it has an extra 100 horsepower over the all-wheel drive BZ4X. And it's still not going to be fast compared to other vehicles in the market around that price point. So it needs to have a pretty strong value proposition. But you could also say, Kirk, Lexus has never been the leading performance for the dollar in the luxury end. And that might be true as well. How much would you be willing to pay for the RZ with around 220 miles of range? Not the fastest DC quick charging either, just so that you can have your first ever Lexus EV. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be comfortable. It's going to have great build quality. It'll feel very tanky. And I was very impressed with the BZ4X, but when you have to give up range compared to its competition, acceleration compared to its competition. I know no car is perfect, but to fall short on range and acceleration compared to the competition is a tough pill to swallow in the age of electrification. Some happy, fun news to end this. At the Tokyo Auto Salon, I'll be posting a lot about this because there's going to be a ton of information coming out, and it begins tomorrow. So we'll have Mazda rotary information coming from the Brussels Auto Show. We'll also have a ton of information on the same day coming about the Mazda CX-90, and then also a ton of other automobiles from Subaru to Toyota to Honda coming from the Tokyo Auto Salon. So let's get it. Nissan as well is going to have some cool stuff. They always do. So Mitsubishi, though, we have this cute little Delica off-roading mini Delica. I love it. And the full-size Delica here. Unfortunately, we don't get the Delicas in North America. Mitsubishi would be slaying it if they brought the normal Delica here, gave it all-wheel drive, focus more for the overlanding crowds. It would be amazing. Unfortunately, they're never going to do it, and Mitsubishi in America just does not have hardly any excitement in the brand nowadays. But I'm going to end it there. Tons of industry auto news coming from Japan. Are you interested to see where Lexus is headed in 2023 with their volume across the globe? It is down. I'm going to cut myself off. Thank you guys for watching. More news coming, more vehicles coming. I'm going to be getting 2 vehicles per week once again. So it'll be tons of like hands-on coverage, reviews, etc. on this main channel. And definitely check out Quirky Cars, my second channel, where I talk about electrified vehicles. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and peace.